He said, what? About what? Man, this can't be true, but let's get into it. What's good, guys? Prince Sports here. This is the way. This is how we do it. Prior to losing to the Chicago Bulls, one of the main reasons why LeBron James wanted to return against the Chicago Bulls in a regular season game, I might add. Keep that in mind as I go forward. A regular season game. He wanted to prove that he was the greatest by coming back playing in this game. A regular season game that don't have much meaning, but it does have meaning to the Lakers franchise. But overall, in the grand scheme of things, winning a regular season game ain't gonna make people say you the greatest of all time. Now, here's one thing about being the GOAT. You can't say it yourself. People have to agree to it. And unfortunately for you, the only thing you've proven to us that you definitely are is the greatest loser of all time. You may be right up there with Walt Chamberlain as the greatest losing superstar of all time. You got that on lock. That's no question, no buts, no ifs about it. Even some guys that you competing against, that some people think that you're better than, they won under your watch and did it in a more impressive ways, right? You do realize the majority of people think Kobe Bryant is better than LeBron James. The general public, generalization. Not the media, but the general public. All right? So this is a guy that's still chasing that ghost of MJ, which is long gone. But you're not even the best player of your generation, so to speak, if you really look at it. Because from 2011 to 2013 is your arguably good choice of being called the best player in the world. But that don't define a whole generation, man. From 2014 and up, there's always been another player that people could say was better than you. And they got a rightful claim to that spot or that throne because they beat you and they won a championship. And a lot of them was playing at a higher level than you. Even in 2016, yeah, you won the championship. But if you want to go by that metrics, you was considered the best player in 2011, but still end up losing to Dirk Nowitzki. And nobody said Dirk Nowitzki was the greatest player in the NBA at 2011 for that year. You was clearly the best player all year round, but you end up choking and losing in a NBA Finals. The same thing could be said for Steph Curry. Steph Curry was the unanimous MVP. He was better than LeBron James all season long up into the NBA Finals. Same situation from LeBron in 2011. But see, you never moved the goalpost for that. But nevertheless, for you to appoint yourself or say you wanted to make a point to prove you the GOAT for playing in a Chicago Bulls game, a Chicago Bulls game that you lost and only dropped 19 points. The minute your ass came back, you went back to doing what you normally do. In the NBA Finals, collect L's. In the playoffs, collect L's. Okay? You've been efficiently great at losing. Well, maybe not in the postseason overall because you made it to the NBA Finals. But you get my drift. You spent the last 10 years, last decade, losing more than winning. Okay? You're the greatest losing superstar of all time. Basically saying you're second place. You know, third place, fourth place, fifth place, sixth place. You could be any place after that because you lost. No buts ifs about that, you know, but it is what it is in that aspect. I find it ironic that this NBA analyst said that was LeBron's main purpose for coming back. Now, LeBron is such a self-centered guy. You know, he lives in his own little world. He's like Floyd Mayweather. These guys are great in their own mind, you know, jack of a lot of trades, but the master of nothing. That applies to LeBron James a lot. So, dog, a regular season game to try to prove you the greatest basketball player? Nigga, are you stupid? Nigga, please. You know.
Nigga, please.
So, that's all I got to say on that moment, man. I find that shit hilarious. The minute you come back, you can't just play basketball. You got to bring drama along with you. You know. But it is what it is in that aspect, man. Press Sports out. This is the way, nigga. This is the way. I'm out.
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.